So the next key parameter for high quality print here that I would like to discuss is print delay. Print delay, simply put, is when the product sensor here sees the edge of the product here and how long it waits before it actually triggers that print. So here you can see we have a rather centered print, and that's because we set the proper print delay in the software. So we're gonna go through the next steps and show you how to actually set that print delay in the software and show you what happens when we increase and decrease that delay and the effects that that has on the print. Okay, so once you've downloaded iDesign or Integra Command, which is a software that pilots all of our systems, what we're gonna do is show you how to get to print delay. So you're gonna click on your printer. Here you can see I have it connected via Ethernet because you can see the little Ethernet icon in my printer here on the screen. We're gonna click the little printer icon in the top left corner, and we're gonna navigate to settings. It's gonna automatically populate you on head 1 and print parameters. The first one here is what we're talking about today. That is print delay in millimeters. So the prints that I ran earlier in the video were set to a print delay of 67 millimeters, which roughly gave us the center of the box from where the photo eye was picking up the package to where the printer was triggered to print. So basically all you have to do is click in here and you can adjust that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna increase the delay by about double, and we're gonna run a print so you can see exactly the effect that has, and then we're gonna come back to the software, we're gonna decrease the delay, go down to about, let's say 20 millimeters print delay, and show you the effect that that has, just so you can kind of see how these different parameters affect where you're printing onto the package. So let's go ahead and increase the delay to about 150 millimeters. And we're just gonna hit enter. That's all you have to do since we're speaking to the printer via Ethernet. And then we're gonna just move the laptop, we're gonna run a couple samples here, and then you're gonna see exactly what that did and the effect that it had. What we did is we showed you how to increase the print delay in the software, and we're gonna show you the effect that that had. So the first prints we made were centered. We had about a 67 millimeter delay. We've gone ahead and increased that. And so that's gonna shift the print back. So when this eye sees it, it's gonna wait longer until when it prints. So let's run a sample and see exactly the effects that we've had. So I'm just gonna flip this on. Okay, so now what you can see here is that before, when the print was centered, now the print is half cut off because it's waiting too long to signal that print. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna decrease that print delay and show you the effect that that has. With iDesign or Integra Command open, we're gonna click on our printer, and again, click on the print icon, go to settings, open the settings tab. We're gonna go to head 1, print parameters, that's gonna be automatically adjusted. So now we're gonna reduce the print delay, meaning the printer is gonna print faster because it has less delay. So it's gonna reduce the amount of time between the product sensor seeing your product and it printing. So let's reduce this down to about 30 millimeters. And we're gonna see the effect now that that has. 67 millimeters was roughly the center of the box. So let's go back to the conveyor and run a sample and show the effect that this has. Okay, so now you can see what's happened is that the print has moved to the front edge of the box because we decreased that delay. And you can see it cut the whole QR code off, and now you're just left with the text. So decreasing the delay is gonna bring you closer to the front edge, and increasing the delay is gonna bring you closer or off the back edge. So the sweet spot you're gonna wanna find is right in the middle of the package. When you go in the beginning, you're gonna wanna measure from the photo eye here to the print head, and that's gonna give you roughly the idea of when that photo eye is gonna trigger versus when the printer starts printing, and then you can fine tune from there.